We're back to unleash financial insight for Magic the Gathering. Today's video will focus on Modern Horizons 3, the red hot singles, the sealed product, and even Ral the Monsoon Mage. There's a lot to cover, stick around. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on the channel. And for today's video, we are breaking this video into three sections. We're first going to talk about the sealed product market of Modern Horizons 3. Then we will jump over to singles and we'll end off with the Ral Monsoon Mage because there's some crazy stuff going on there.
Alright, we're here at the end and we're giving that shout out to the patrons, to my YouTube membership members. Because of them, we get daily uploaded videos and that's a pretty awesome thing. Because of their support, I get to do videos every single day about a variety of Magic the Gathering topics. It's just epic to be here with you guys every day. So thanks again to my viewers, YouTube membership members, and of course the patrons. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video.
They can't. And it's not that the store doesn't want to sell you the product. It's not that the store isn't going to jack up their prices or keep them the same. It really comes down to the allocation period. The stores had to front up that money and say, here's what I can spend to get Modern Horizons 3. Anyone who didn't pre-order, sorry, you're going to have to wait till after the allocation period now, because it's just not the same market it used to be, and that means players are going to have a little more patience if they want to get that sealed product. The real key now will be keeping players hyped up enough and excited enough to still go out a few weeks from now to go and buy the sealed product. It doesn't matter if it's commander decks, a bundle pack, maybe you're trying to get yourself a play booster box or even a collector box. They're all in short supply depending on where you're looking and in what market space you find yourself in. Large cities aren't going to have as much difficulty as the smaller urban store in a small town that only bought a few boxes. It's kind of crazy to think this is all coming around, but the excitement of that pre-release weekend really got the blood pumping for Modern Horizons 3. And it's great to see so much positivity in the market, but that doesn't actually translate into we have more product available for you right now. Because Wizards of the Coast loves to hang this over our heads now. They're going to say they have lower print runs, but they're also going to say, oh, we didn't get pre-orders, so we just don't have as much on the market. You, as a player, are going to have to wait just a little bit longer to get it, which means players may end up paying a little bit more if they don't have the patience. Now let's go to singles here, guys. Singles are catching a lot of attention right now. It doesn't matter if you're a player who just wants to get some basic fetch lands and pay a lower price. Maybe you're after one of the fancier variant or even retro frame fetch lands. There's a lot of sales happening across the entire market space for fetch lands, even as the prices fall. Those prices going down means buyers are more attracted to picking up more and more cards. And that means the guys buying the boxes might decide to buy a few more because they see so much cash sloshing around. But some of those heavy-hitting cards, the big ones like Uggin's Labyrinth, they're continuing to see a little bit of suppression from supply and demand. With a lot of supply coming onto the market, we are seeing those prices kind of sink down. But as the market dries up and the demand continues to be steady, you might see some of these cards rebound faster than are expected to, based on the downturn in the market. That means cards like Windswept Heath, which have lost like 40% of their value, may rebound quicker than players expected. And we may see cards like Uggin's Labyrinth that's lost 20% may come back up to being plus 20% in the near future. Guys, with so many single cards in this set being so good and so sought after, the good news is no one's wallet is going to cover every area of the singles market. Cards are going to wax and wane as players get them in and be able to play with them and try to break these cards down and see how good the new cards are versus the tried and true reprint cards like the fetch lands that we all desire for multiple deck formats. It's just one of those crazy times a year when this big phenomenal set comes out. I mean, this is the most anticipated set of the year. This is where a lot of money is going to move around. A lot of singles are going to go up and down over the next 90 days. And over the next 6 months, we'll see the solidification of a lot of the cards that are going to be the powerhouse heavy hitters and the ones that didn't work out the way we thought they were going to. And players who pre-ordered may come out really far ahead. And players who bought late may come out ahead as well, depending on the card. Now, Ral the Monsoon Mage. Guys, this card sold out everywhere. Let me show you this. You may have noticed that finding Ral the Monsoon Mage has suddenly become very difficult, with the card being sold out in several locations. So maybe you turned on to things like TCG Player and you notice the card price is jumping through the roof. I mean, Ral the Monsoon Mage went from being a $7 card all the way up to $30-something, and you can see it spiked up over $20 in the last day. So what's going on with the card, and why are players seeking it out? That is a red hot card right now, and there are reasons for it. Another YouTube content creator, Aspiring Spike, and I'll leave a link to that video inside the description of this video in case you want to go check out his content. When you see the video he puts together, and he shows you on Moxfield how you can do a turn 2 win with the description of the deck using Ral the Monsoon Mage, it's insane to think that Modern could become a 2-turn game format. Like, what's the point? But it's still exciting to see that this is what can happen. Because although we saw these cards in spoiler season, and I talked about Ral the Monsoon Mage, I never put it together with all the other cards. All the other synergy cards you could put together to ramp up that deck to impossibly just crazy levels of speed to end a game that quickly. Now, does this mean it's going to be banned? Who knows what the future holds? You have to wait and see how these cards pan out. But you do know that card's red hot. So that means in this market space, you are now able to make a decision. If you are going to seek this card out, you are going to have to pay a very pretty penny to get it. If you can find it on things like TCG Player. Because chances are your local store will want to be buying this card and hoping people trade in. Now, the card right now at almost $40 could continue to rise to a much higher level depending on how much traction the card actually gets in Modern and depending on how many boxes get opened. But this is one of those situations where a card that players thought wouldn't have a lot of value, if you look back on the 8th of June on TCG Player, I think it was around $7, $8 a card, and to see it go 4x that means that this could result in more boxes being opened from the sealed market because you have cards you didn't expect to be valuable going up in value. And although other cards are sliding, there's so many decent valued cards inside the set that a lot of players are taking that risk. And with Aspiring Spike's video, we now know that this FOMO event of players trying to buy the card is likely going to continue into next week. All the way through next week, as players get their pre-order boxes and as they crack these things open, more of this stock will become available. But if players are trying to buy it at this rate, it's probably not going to affect the price nearly as much as players are expecting. This card could continue to rise like we saw with Shoulder the Apocalypse. Different formats from Standard and Commander, but it doesn't mean this card's going to be any less valuable. I can't wait to see how the effects come out with cards like this. I love when we have FOMO moments like this where you can see what can truly happen. Because until you get the physical card and you get to play with it and build around it and actually deck test it out, you really can't always know how great a card's going to be. Some cards you expect to be amazing never make a big splash. It's like a pebble in a pond. Other ones that started as a pebble in a pond with no real interest somehow cause an earthquake at the end and the price goes up through the roof. And this is just one of those moments in Magic where you go, yep, this really was the most exciting set of the year so far. Maybe Bloomburrow, maybe Dustborn has a chance to come back around, but there's a reason people get so excited for these types of products. And as much as I poo-poo the price and think it's way overly expensive, I can't help but notice the impact it has, the excitement players feel from the sealed to the singles to these red-hot cards, that there's just something about getting to build a new deck that is always so phenomenal every year. And getting these new cards put in, brand new cards with new synergies, it just gets the player's attention. It gets you involved. So if you're a player out there hoping to buy Ral, let's hope you crack one and save yourself some money in a pack, because buying it on the secondary market is going to be very expensive. But you also have cards that are sliding a little bit in value, like Ugin's Labyrinth, but they moderate out the value point depending on how many cards you're purchasing. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Can't wait to see your comments in the comment section. Did you get lucky? Did you crack one of these suckers? I need to know, because this is one of those cool moments where you're like, yep, that's a great combo. I'll see you guys soon. Have a fantastic day.
Hey guys, a big shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons of the channel. Because of the patrons we have here, my YouTube membership members, daily uploaded content is made possible each and every day. So thanks again for being supporters of the channel. Thanks for hanging out here each and every day with the Moxman, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with another video. So remember, shop smart, shop S-Mart, Modern Horizons 3. That is crazy. You know, we're here at the end. You've made it to the after party. I hope you brought your popcorn and chips, maybe a beer or two, and you get to sit down and chill out. Me, I'm having myself some coffee. Coffee? I meant to say coffee. I'm thinking too much about work. It's okay, I'm not going to edit that out or anything. I don't edit this stuff. Whatever happens, happens. And sometimes the word flipping, it just doesn't go out the right way. The sealed products started to upswing a bit at some stores. They don't have any more. Allocation trouble. Gonna have to wait. TCG player, sales are kind of not bad, not great. Singles, doing very well. Ral Monsoon Mage, crazy. But we've seen it before, so I'm not overly surprised. And now I can't wait to see how this all plays out. Because I sat on the sidelines. I'm going to be a singles guy. I got to see how it's going to go. It's like seeing a sequel to a movie. I got to know how it turns out. I hope they got the same actors. Guys, have a great one.